Okay, I think we're live. I haven't got the notification yet, but there it is. So ignore the layout. I haven't changed it yet. So I've got to inject about 160 milligrams of caffeine. Download this seed. Um, get my layout straight. So it'll be like an hour or two before I'm ready, but working diligently here. I just woke up. I I put on a bad show for the last seed. I learned that maybe just grinding is just better, at least most of the time. I don't intend to learn lessons here. I'm just kind of in it to do whatever strikes my fancy any given day. Certainly, we've got some good people running these. Even if I tried, there's a good chance I would lose a lot of the time anyway. So we'll see what kind of fun we can have. That's what it's all about. Let's load up the seed. Put a different emo tracker layout. Jets. Oh, what's up, Fitz? I'm just now looking at chat. I do really like the new Lost Worlds preset. Vanilla bosses, I'm kind of on the fence about. Like, I like that you know what you need going into a place. It's kind of interesting. And some of the vanilla bosses are some of the more challenging ones. So, there's like a consistent difficulty, especially going through like Black Omen or something. And of course, anything with tech damage rando, that's my jam. That's my baby. Big fan. I'll always do it no matter what the settings are. Yeah, hunting ground is cool. My emo tracker's flashing green and red. That's very weird. Bear with me. I think I had it double connected, so it was like fighting with itself for the connection. I don't know. That was strange. So let's call this like a 1 minute, maybe 2 minute warning. I just gotta drink my drink. I can never find a good position for this stupid microphone. That's why I never talk. Really though, it's because I usually got a lot of background noise. I've got 2 very big dogs. I've got 2 very loud kids. There's none of that going on right now. So I'll try to talk my way through my decision making process. Again, I don't promise I'm like gonna play optimally. I don't really understand Lost Worlds all that well in the first place, and I'm not. It's not like a tournament or something where you gotta really lock in. I'm holding the race hostage. I didn't even remember joining this. I thought I ran all these already. So how's everybody doing today? Anything cool going on? What's going on? Yeah, I got reminded that this existed yesterday, and I got reminded it again this morning. I woke up 17 minutes ago to somebody asking me if I'm gonna run this. Yeah, for sure. It'll be afternoon for me in 1 minute. Maybe that's when I kick it off. I'm still working through this drink. It's got a lot of bubbles. It hurts my mouth. It's very hard to chug. No, you didn't wake me up. I just, it was like the first thing I did when I woke up was look at my phone and, oh yeah. Oh, oopsie. So I appreciate the reminder. You know, I like running these. If I didn't, I'd tell you guys to kick rocks. What's up, Lila Veer? How's the Earthbound going? Why is that? Oh, is that what's going on? Okay, yeah, I noticed you were on like day 6 of Earthbound. I was a little confused. That makes sense. Looks like it's going well though. Anytime I peeked in, there's a lot of people tuning in. I'm sure you're not mad about that. Now me, I couldn't keep track of that many people. I could barely respond to like 2 people. Kind of been a little bit out of the loop. Are you still on a job hunt, or is that secure? I'm a bad viewer. I don't tune in enough. Is there a Warcraft 3 randomizer? I would play the hell out of... Oh, whoopsies. Prophetic Aaka. It's a very expensive weapon. Oh, I can't stop burping. I'm so sorry. Don't kill me. Hell with it. Give me all the shelters. Give me the revives. I don't know. Yeah, if you think I don't mess up playing this crap, you're not paying attention. I'm a mistake machine. Let me look at my text. Nice too. Yeah, let's do some Protodome in a sec. Yeah, I'm literally just woke up, so I'm gonna play like absolute trash. It's gonna be fun. guys are gonna have a good time. Yeah, I hit the wait button and you know the timer started rolling and I just blanked. Like, what am I doing? The siren pickup was really nice. I appreciate that. White male? Okay. Oh my gosh, it's over. I'm forfeiting. Holy crap. How embarrassing. Yeah, the race this Friday, it is skippable if you really hug that wall. I did not. Yeah, Sewers loot is every bit as good as Lab 16 loot, Lab 32 loot, factory loot. Really, the future is overpowered. Please nerf. You just do what I did there. Don't go too far to the right. Only go up to like the bottom of that bridge tile. You need to learn mutant grind. It's pretty straightforward. Lab 32. Go into it. The mutants have like 500 HP and like 13 speed. So be faster and stronger than that. And that's mutant grind. They give you like, gosh, 2100 experience and 30 tech points or some shit. I can't remember. It's significant. That's the trick. That's all it is. Oh my gosh. It's yeah, it's haters will say it's fake, but it's better than Conveyor by quite a bit. You know, it's 3 enemies, so if you can kill them, you know, it takes half as long for them to fade out as the last elevator fight, which is the only elevator fight worth doing. What am I playing right now? What is it I'm trying to accomplish? I don't even know. What are my checks? I promised myself I was gonna grind instead of looting, and here we are, looting everything. I should have put a speed belt on as well. I don't know what my tech plan is. I only know I have 10 MP ice 2. That's all I looked at. Excuse me. Ayla, that's... Man. I had a dream about this once. Okay, what the hell are we doing here? Rock throw is really good. Ice 2, awesome. Fire 2, how's tailspin? How's triple kick? Triple kick sucks. Tailspin is vanilla. Fire 2 is well above vanilla. Tailspin's still better. Hell with it. Let's just do this party. I don't care who's on Dactyl Nest. I had a dream about, you know, these 3 girls, having a party with them. Let's just do that. I did not need to go to Dark Ages though, that's for sure. Oh, wow, what? Phone, what are you doing? This is why you lose. It's okay, I wasn't worried about losing. Well, I didn't know you could land there, that's crazy. Yeah, I gotta get us up 230. That sounds about right. That's always been my goal. If I can sub 230, I'll be okay. Oh hell. So I don't have like a lot of fire resist. My tailspin's not great. Crisis bow, brave sword, mermaid. Get the hell out of here. Wall ring, siren. I've got a siren. White mail goes to Ayla. She'll get the most out of it. Marl can revive. Let's give her that. Ruby vest. I don't. Sure, whatever. Who cares? You can have a magic defense accessory. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, I've squandered 7 minutes. Let's go ahead and grind. I've got a decent setup for Niz. I think Rock Throw is my last tech, isn't it? Kill me. We got a decent setup for Nizbel. I just spam Ice 2 or something. Type shit. Napalm is okay. Tailspin, I don't have yet. So I do enough damage to do like a Genodome. I don't have the speed for a Mount Woe. I don't necessarily like my single target prospects. I don't have any ethers. Why don't I have ethers? What? I have a full ether. That's something? So 700 damage. I'll probably have enough MP for 5 of those. A full ether would get me through Nizbel. If I even needed it. Excuse me again. Am I out of MP? No. Yeah. So I wanna do something that's gonna give me a lot of experience, or a lot of tech points, sorry. Not experience. Because the Rock Throw is going to be, I think, you know, my main bread and butter here. In the vanilla game, if you talk to this guy in front with Ayla, he'll give you like 4 tonics or something. We gotta get that back. I don't know why that was taken out. During the grind, I have plenty of time to think about my poor decisions. I can get up to... Why does Marl start with 9 speed? I can get up to 13 speed if I get speed tabs. But I didn't find a dash ring. I think I'm getting seed bleed from 2 days ago, where I found a dash ring. It's concerning. It tells me I need to sleep more. So, do I have like a good dino tail coming up? I have a bad dino tail. Okay. It's not feasible. Worst case scenario, maybe we get strong enough to do Mount Woe and just run up. I don't know. I don't know how to play these. I guess that's what Dactyl Nest is for. Maybe you get like a Magus or something, Chrono, and you can do it. What level am I? It's like I haven't gotten a single tech since I started. I think I could do Nizbel. Yeah, I've got... I guess the lightning defense doesn't actually matter if you don't have lightning. What was I thinking? It's gonna be a physical fest. have no tonics. I have like Cure 2 on my damage dealer. And Aura. Aura is good. Ice is really good. Wow. 16.8. Okay. Well, like I said, I know what we're doing for the end game for sure. I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. So this is a disaster. Level 19. We'll try it. We'll try it. I got a rock, didn't I? I thought I got a rock. Silver rock. Spin, just regular old spin strike. Not gonna use that for sure. We'll fish for a dig. Hey, look at that. So I get like a dash ring or something. Another siren. I already had like 4 of those. Certain people will say, you know, the randomness, the way the numbers are generated is why that happens. And, you know, there's probably some truth to that, but also just gear rando turns everything into like one of 4 weapons. You know, it doesn't roll less weapons, it just makes everything into that. So, Fortune smiling on me today. If I had a team full of Marls with arrow hail, I'd be happy, but we can't always get what we want. Power tab. Let's go. Hype. As they say. So that was kind of a bust, if I'm being honest with myself. Got a lapis. That'll help when Nizbel Yakra attacks me to death. So even despite what do you call it? Give me a minute. The wheels are turning. Despite like rock throw being so good, ice being so good, fire whirl would also be good, and magic tabs on Ayla. You know, point for point, if we are doing fire whirl, is gonna provide the most benefit. I just don't know if I'm gonna use fire whirl all that much. That's kind of the question. Oh my gosh, I'm screwed. I'm not gonna kill this boss. Maybe. What's got the most damage here? Fire 10. I think napalm. I think as long as we don't keep attacking Luca, we'll be okay. It's gonna be a race to the bottom for sure. This is not an ideal setup for this whatsoever. I've got the power to kill the boss, but the boss has the power to kill me too. I have full tonics. Okay. I don't want to use them, but I have them. I don't want to waste my Marl turns on healing. It doesn't seem good for my time. By the end of the seed, we'll have Kiss, we'll have Haste. We'll have more MP, and we're probably not going to be fighting Nizbel a second time, so... yeah, we got that going for us. So I said it, excuse me, I said it like last time I ran a Lost Worlds. I feel like, you know, it doesn't really go any faster than the regular mode. Just because, you know, it takes a good amount to get online here. You know, starting from nothing and being able to fight these later game bosses requires, you know, every bit as much investment, I think. I wonder what that flare rolled. I mean, it's got to be better than, you know, straight casting Ice 2 just because it's got a slight multiplier on it. Got and pendant. Okay, I guess we're going to Airstone. You twisted my arm, game. So I don't start out doing shops, just because, as far as I know, you probably don't have very much money. But you get a bunch of stuff you can sell for money, doing stuff like this. How much did Flare roll? It's respectable. Okay. 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 Blue mail, white mail. I mean, white mail is good. Don't get me wrong. We could certainly use some more. Just because I'm not going to recruit another character, I'll just buy these instead. I want to keep the ruby vest, though. It pains me to not have the money, though. You know, I will come back for this. Oh, I already had it. Wait a minute. What? Oh, I'm just stupid. Okay. That makes sense. Not a Lost Worlds player. You know, when it was trendy, I was not around. I had never heard of Jets of Time. I think it shows. So still, you know, thinking, can I get another point of speed on one of my characters? That's not Ayla. Ayla does not need speed. So far, I cannot, but hope springs eternal. I of course went to Aristome because it's got those 4 awesome tier chests at the back that you're forced to go to, so you might as well grab them. The Antipode 3 is going to be great here because it's not fire damage. Also, we can do physical to the boss with Ayla, which we love to see. Maybe I do the Antipode first. That might be the better idea. I'm going to just assume that this kills the bits and send it. I'm sure it will kill the bits. It killed the bits. So, I mean, boss-wise, I think we're pretty Gucci. Giga Gaia, if we have to go there, it could still give us some trouble. Son of Sun, I don't really want to fight. Do I want to do Genodome, though? I don't know. I mean, I've got the ability to do it. Gold earring would be nice if I tried like Dino Tail strats on Mount Woe. I have to get my HP low though. I don't know if I want to do that. Catch the rat. Do not catch the rat. I'm seeing a lot of questions in chat, like, you know, what's your plan when this falls through? You know, do we grind some more? Do we go get some speed tat? I don't know. I'm just crossing my fingers here. You know, hope for the dash ring. Something that gives speed to Luca, possibly. I don't even care what the key item is. Speed tab, speed tab, speed tab. Haste helm. It's speed, but it's not the speed I want. I want turn 1 speed. Kill me. I'm ready. I'm gonna give the haste to Luca. Just because she is lower speed and she gets the ATB penalty anyway. So, you know, if I were to cast Antipode 2 more than once, it would, I assume, be faster that way. Ayla is doing her best, but it's not really getting me what I'm looking for with her yet. I should have been faster than this. No matter what key item I get here, it doesn't really change anything. They're just means to an end. Do I try the Son of Sun? I've got the haste helm. I always regret doing Son of Sun, like 100% of the time. So let's regret some things here. Ruby Vest on Ayla. She's got the least magic defense. Gold earring on Marl. Well, Haste helm goes to Ayla. Perhaps. We're gonna try it one time for the one time. I hate this boss. Barrier? Barrier? No barrier. Okay. Pray for quick find. No. Okay. Pray for medium quick find. No. Pray for medium find. Okay, no. Pray for last location find. Thankfully the flare hasn't gone out yet. Always a silver lining. 2. Do less than 200. Oh, it did not. Lee. Wish I had my... Oh, I do. Okay. 3. I'm glad I keep finding those. Lapises are awesome. 4, 5. I don't know if I'm gonna make it before the shuffle. Last location kind of sucks. 6-7. Yeah, I think it's 6-7. So one more turn. Just gotta not bleed too much ATB. 8, I think. 9, 10, I think. I hope. I pray. I should have counted better. Let's just overkill it. I feel safe now. The mid sequence healing kind of threw everything off. So are those holes in its head or just discoloration? Like, is it super porous, or what's the story with this thing? Is it just like a mesh applied over the top of the moonstone? I don't know. Oh, go mode. Look at that. It's almost as if I planned it. Spoiler alert, I did not. So I could just go straight to the Omen and probably succeed. Let me get another white male. That's not where the white male is. It's no blackmail, but it'll suffice. I do for Omen. I do prefer the blackmail, just because. I'm gonna need some money for status protection, probably. I should give. Hell with it. I think we're okay. If I spam Antipode 3, that should probably be the play. I would do the mutant grind. I just don't have the speed for it. And maybe I just don't go for speed today. Maybe I just go straight to the Omen. No consumables whatsoever. Who cares? Who said we need those? Anyway, yeah, blackmails. On Zeal 2, you can consider the damaging attacks. You've got Laser 1, shadow damage. Laser 2, shadow damage. Dark Gear, shadow damage. Skygate, lightning damage. Hexagon Mist, water damage. Nothing else actually does damage on that fight. So 60% of what's going to hit your characters, and fully 2/3 of the random incidental damage that goes out. That's not like an enrage. Is shadow damage. So if you resist lightning, the Skygate does half the damage anyway, and then the 2 lasers will just keep your party topped off. So you can freely dump damage into the boss. Of course, if you freely dump damage into the boss, you're not going to hit the enrage. So this is why 3 black males is the perfect fit. As the kids say, they love their fits. I did not go left enough. Yes, very, very drip. just dripping with the black males, as they say. So don't do the hard skip, do the easy skip, just go right and up. That's it. That's all you do. That's the skip. It's very easy. It's very fast. I see a lot of people do the slower, more difficult skip, and more power to them. I've never done that in my life. I don't even know how to do it. They're better than me, but my skip is faster, so. Who's laughing now? I've been working on a new palette set for my party. I'm not ready to reveal it yet, and frankly, it looks like trash. Okay, well, in this respect, I disagree with Moon Blizzard. You know, his other information is good. Does that update video have the faster skip? I assume it does. You know, there's not been a lot of developments in Chrono Trigger speedrunning skips. I'm sure, you know, 5 years ago, whenever those were made, somebody knew about those. Yeah, I need to do a video like showing off like the fast way to go through Tyranno as well. A lot of people struggle with that. Like even like, you know, really strong players, I've noticed often have a little trouble there. I'm just gonna auto attack. Flame kick actually is probably gonna be the best thing I can do here. So I've tried the hold A and it hasn't worked for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. Yeah, we can never rule that out fully. But you know, the non-holding A aspects of Tyranno layer, I think a lot of people leave time on the table just because they're maybe worried about invisible triggers, not knowing where they are, just doing the safe route. I get it. That's perfectly legitimate, but it's such like a flex to, you know, go through Tyranno layer in like 1 minute. It feels good. It looks cool. Oh, now I get the red mail. Wonderful. I don't know. I've gotten through that door without even touching the A button, so I really have no idea. It's a weird skip. I can't make sense of it. I don't know if it's just like a 50-50, you know, what frame you start on or what. It could be anything. Yeah, I don't think I even do the scouter skip like optimally, but it definitely has 100% consistency the way I do it, so I mean, there's some value in that, certainly. So my primary concern is, you know, can I get rock throw and ice before the seed ends? If I can do that, we're fine. I don't care, you know, what my equipment is, or levels, or consumable status, anything. We should be fine. I don't have a mega. I'm sure nobody else does at this point. Did I even save? I'm just gonna die. I'm dead. Let's give her some HP, just in case. I mean, no risk it, no biscuit. If I do Dino Tail, I'm gonna die. No, I didn't. I went to a public pool, and I met some kids from like Honduras or something, and became friends with them. Went to their house, and they had Chrono Trigger. The cartridge, like the save battery, had broken off inside the cartridge, and if the SNES froze, reset, got turned off, you would lose your progress. They're like, here, enjoy, have this. So I had it. It took me like a year to beat, because anytime somebody farted near the Super Nintendo, it would freeze. But, you know, I got to... I have no idea. But yeah, it was a very frustrating experience. I played through, you know, the first half of the game probably 100 times, just trying to beat it, because, you know, it's an RPG. I didn't know what I was doing. And I really wanted to beat the game before somebody farted and froze the game. It took a long time. You know, sometimes I get to like Mount Woe, and then somebody would be like vacuuming nearby, and they'd like kick it and freeze the game. Or, you know, they decide, you know, I want to play Tetris Attack. I'm gonna accidentally ruin your run here. Or, you know, you've been up for 20 hours. You gotta go to sleep so you can go to school in the morning. You're ruining your life. I'm gonna go Shelter, actually. I don't want to be out of MP. And, you know, they were right. In hindsight, I did ruin my life, but not because of this. It was a very touchy Super Nintendo, that's for sure. You know, first time getting to Magus was cool. First time getting to Zeal was cool. At one point, you know, I got through the Ocean Palace. At another point, I got all the way up to Lavos 2, and he just completely ruined me. And then, you know, once again, somebody farted, the game froze. You know, had I been not a stupid kid, I probably could have fixed the saving issue. You know, if I can ever dig up the cartridge, I could maybe try to fix it, you know, with the benefit of knowing how some things work now. I could wing it. I'm not sure where it's at. But I do legally own it. You know, those Honduran kids gave it to me. How did I miss this skip? But yeah, if only they could see me now. Just absolutely playing like trash for some reason, despite knowing, you know, how to play the game. Thank you for the heal. Yeah, there's no correlation between playing well and getting an early go mode, unfortunately. You know, if I finish in under an hour, then I can take back what I said about my playing here, but realistically, I don't think that's going to happen. Trash is a state of mind. It's not actually like an object. despite what they may tell you. There's a lot of theys saying a lot of things. I really should have got speed tabs. This is gonna be a little bit slow. I wish this song had played for the Cybots. Okay, we got some text now. I think Fire 2 rolled 15, which is really good. Go right, don't go up. I almost went up. Anyway, I actually did beat the game at one point. I can give you something for that if you remind me when I don't have a controller in my hands. I will hook you up, my brother. You know, you can also lobby Sudo to put in the MSU patch as a cosmetic option. That would be really cool to have for Jets. It works really well in Rando Dalton Imperial. It doesn't seem to cause any problems. It doesn't seem to like mess up any timing on anything from what I can tell. I think he solved that issue. I think it's fine now. Here's a question. Do I buy the amulet or do I buy the mega? I'm gonna buy the mega. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna get like full stopped on Terra Mutant and my run's gonna be over. I think what it was like the tabs, like the fanfare. I think maybe the time that you're locked into that may have depended on the music, but if you have fast tabs, I don't think it matters. In my experience, it hasn't caused any gameplay changes. It's also really cool. You know, it takes some, you know, slight bit of knowledge to get your own custom songs, but I could certainly help with that if the MSU one was put in. It's not super hard. I mean, anybody that can do anything with technology can probably figure it out. It's not bad. I always get stuck on this door. Watch me get stuck on the door anyway. Yeah, that was a beautiful skip. I'm just gonna YOLO it. Okay, that one actually worked out. If the other one still has his eyes open, I'm just gonna get into the fight, I think. But yeah, get with me after I lose to Zeal 2 and forfeit, and I'll oh, that is nice. I will hook you up with the music changing. And I also kind of that was cool. That was cool. That worked. Shield dress. I don't want a shield dress. So what I do, there's a memory address that tells the game like what the default battle music is. It doesn't work in every spot, but basically you can set that to any number of things and it'll play that song. I loop that in with my auto tracker script, so like every 1 second it changes that bit to a different song. I've got like a list of course I get a mega. I've got like a list of memory addresses that are songs that I like. You know, you can look up, you know, the memory address of each song in the game and kind of build your own playlist from that. I've got like 3 different scripts that have varying amounts of you know, song variety. You know, one's like battle songs, one's like any song that I think would be cool. It's all very simple. Like Haste Prism Helm. I literally just 3 megas. Maybe I'll just go so fast that the immunity doesn't matter. That would be something. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, like I literally just connect my auto tracker and it does the music automatically. It's very easy after you do the initial setup. So in the last tournament, they made 2 rules that I'm pretty sure were directed at me. No modification of the ROM to have custom music or palettes. Jokes on them, though. Neither one of those was actually a modification to the ROM, but I abided by the spirit of the rules anyway. I didn't want to get in trouble. I'm not sure why those rules were there, but whatever. Holy crap. That sucks. Wow. Maybe I do want a shield dress. That was just stupid. Maybe I use one of my megas. I'm gonna try really hard. I'm glad I bought that mega now. I just hope I don't get full stopped. Thank you. I don't think I have Tailspin yet. Maybe I'll do a Charm. Do I even want to waste the animation on it? Yes, I do. I do want to use that. I really should have got some levels here. So I think I throw the shield dress on Marl until we get to Zeal 2. My ability to kill this should be ramping up right about now. Now that I can actually do some damage. I guess, as long as he doesn't do that combo again, maybe we're okay. Absorbing lightning is quite powerful. I think if I charm the bottom, Ayla's gonna die, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, you're not killing me with that, dude. He's killing me. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Ayla's dead. I've got to do like 5 or 6 of these to kill this stupid ass boss. I'm not looking forward to that. Don't. I was gonna heal Ayla. I'm still gonna heal Ayla. That doesn't do enough. Maybe I use my second mega. I don't know. Oh my gosh. This sucks. This really sucks. I'm gonna use the mega. I have to. If I wipe, it doesn't matter anyway, right? I just want to get through it. I want to have 1 mega and I want to get through this. That's my plan. What? What are you doing, boss? Why are you like this? Am I gonna have to, like, start re-raising people? I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, this is stupid. What? What are we doing here? Why is the boss like this? This better not be the kill. It shouldn't be, but... No shot. You know, I guess Antipode 2 would actually be better, wouldn't it? Now that I think about it. I've thoroughly screwed myself with this bad strategy here. Oh well. Yeah, what was I thinking? This is so much better. I'm just that stupid. Maybe this kills. Can you imagine? Perfect, okay. That's what we planned on doing this whole time, I promise. We got ice, which is really good. I cannot believe how poorly that went. Wow. That was not clean. Everybody was alive though, which is what I really care about. I've got to be close, right? Mega Bomb, Rock Throw, 390. Nah. Maybe if I get TP doubling on the boss or something, we'll get it. I don't know. I mostly just want it for Zeal anyway. I don't necessarily need it for the Elder Spawn. So what do we think? Should I run something after this as well? I think I've got time for that. If that stop works, I'm gonna be so upset. I'm upset. It's official. Lately I've been trying to do an even faster bat skip where you go through the bottom, but I keep screwing it up. Maybe it's just not possible. I'm not going to try it today because I feel like the stakes are a little bit too high for it. Even going through the top is fast if you're good like that. I mean, it's like a half-second time loss if you can even skip the bottom compared to that. So, you know, nothing worth sweating, I don't think. I don't have Tailspin, do I? Okay, Luca, I'm glad you have 650 HP, because you're not going to kill this thing. Yes, you are. Never mind. I'm so used to the Giga Mutant only taking like 600 damage there that I forgot Fire 2 was actually good on those guys. So if I can get a sub 110, I'll feel pretty good about this. You know, as many mistakes as I made this run, everybody's running the same seed, so they make the same mistakes, right? That's how that works. People say things like this. I choose to believe them. I kind of want the flea vest. Although having a lot of HP is really good. This boss also does lightning attack. I'll just YOLO it. We'll see what this does. We're gonna do Antipode 2, not 3. Ayla, maybe she throws mid tonics instead of kisses. Obstacle is gonna be full stop, and we're gonna wipe. Our run's gonna end there because I'm not running back to get an amulet like an absolute idiot. Yeah, I know when to cut my losses. Thank you, ATB. Why did I heal Ayla? Of all people. That animation was long. What's up with that? So I don't know if this applies to Jets, but I want to say it does. If he does the suck, multiply that number by 8, and that's approximately the boss's HP, so you should have 8,000. I've done 4,600 to it after the suck healed him. So I need to do 3,400 more. So one more of these. You know, I think I did my math. I'm dead. This is gonna be full stop. I should have put re-raise out. It was nothing. Okay, never mind. False alarm. So have I been doing Antipode 1 this whole time? Kill me. Just kill me. What am I doing? I think I did it like once. This animation is strangely long sometimes. I don't know if it's always that long. Okay, so yeah, that did kill it. So we get a black rock here with Prism Specs effect, and it'll all be worth it. I learned haste, awesome. Learned tailspin, rock throw, awesome, 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 awesome. Just what we needed. Gold rock. Is this even? 11 speed. Let's get 12. Why not? Let's give you a speed belt. You got the ATB penalty. I didn't hear any vocal support for doing another run, so maybe I'll just touch grass instead. I don't actually know how much time I've got anyway. How badly is this going to kill me? Only a little. I'm just going to throw re-raise. Rather than like try to predict who's going to die next. Well, I guess this is still predicting who's going to die next, but it's a different kind. That's fine. I planned for this. Yeah, re-raise is just better, honestly. How much is Blaze Kick doing anyway? 2838. So it's like on par with Antipode anyway. If I alternate Blaze Kick and Cube Toss, I'll be in business. Marl does not have re-raise. It'd be nice if there was a visual indicator, but that might be too strong. Might make the game too easy. Like a blue outline or something on your character. Could we fund that? Could we make that happen? Probably not. It's not a money issue, is it? Nice try, buddy. You really thought you were doing something here. I'm gonna auto attack you. I don't like you. Hey, Luca, why are you dead? Okay. You really thought you were doing something here. Very impressive. I guess Ayla didn't even get killed by the needle spin. That's cute. Okay, let's retool a little bit. White male. White male, white male. Give a haste helm to Ayla. Give a prism helm to Luca. Give a mermaid cap to Marl, why not? Just in case. You get dash ring. Well, no. No. You get dash ring. That probably works out fine. I need MP for this. Who's got the most speed? Okay. I don't want to go into this fight with no MP. My A button didn't put me in the menu for some reason. This sucks. Oh my gosh. Don't kill me. Oh, I'm dead. Whatever. Just don't do the ball attack. Thanks. We didn't need Ayla anyway. Dead weight. Literally. So if there's a lesson to be learned from this run, you just need a can-do attitude and a lot of smack talking to get through a seed. Is that universally true? Probably not. Luca needs to get her roots touched up. They're looking a little brown. I gotta fix that. So, I mean, they're probably going to do about the same amount of damage. I can experiment on the last boss. Why not? Ow. It's going to do a lot. 3365 is decent. Maybe on the Mammon machine we'll see what the alternative is. I don't think we see the discharge. Hyper Ether is a good find. Ayla is gonna need all her MP back. My main concern is running out of MP. I think we'll be okay, but who knows? What did I say? 3,300 for cube toss? Let's try ice toss. I imagine it's like the same. You never know. $31. So even worse. Okay, so cube toss it is. I'm gonna use Luca's turn to give Ayla some MP. I'm gonna kill it with Tailspin, maybe. Got Hyper Ethers. I don't want to go into Zeal 2 with no MP. That would be very stupid. I hope this kills. It should. Maybe. Okay. Just like I planned it. So now my main thing is, like, don't get killed by shadow damage. If I can do that, we'll be okay. I would have loved to find some black males. I'm sure they were in a shop somewhere. They always are. It's all reliable. You can always find them. I gotta wonder what the layer where all that shiny stuff is at looks like without this top layer in the way. Very fascinating. Age-old debate, is the Black Omen a Christmas tree or a Star Destroyer? The enlightened among us, of course, will say Star Destroyer, obviously, but I'd be willing to debate this while I wipe to this boss, if anybody's up for it. So I'm going to wait for Marl's turn to come back up, I think. Hopefully she shouldn't die. I'm gonna do another cube toss and just have Luca throw the mega. I think I've hit the 10,000 threshold. It'll be really stupid if I haven't. I would have done cube toss, blaze kick, then cube toss 2 more times. I think we've hit it. I see a concerning amount of halation not... Okay, there we go. So I'm going to throw the mega. Thankfully the laser just went out, so we should be safe. That was a long pause. That scared the hell out of me. Also, that means we went into phase 2 like 3,000 damage ahead, so... it shouldn't take more than 3 attacks to finish this. That's 1. I don't even care about her MP. That's 2. We'll just wait for Luca to come back up. It's not like we're gonna hit the Dark Gear or anything. I don't know if Dark Gear... I feel like for some reason Hex Mist comes out first sometimes. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. This should kill, I think. I didn't count HP, but spiritually, this feels correct. Okay. So 108.29. I'm fine with this. Let's see where we placed. Nobody ran this. Where's Acid Crab? Oh, the pin wasn't there. 126.28, Fitz 119.36. Okay, so a little bit of a redemption this week compared to the last one. I'm really locked in despite all my misplays. Thanks for the GGs. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a time lower than that in the new preset yet. I know it's happened in the original one, which, you know, is a feat in itself. Yeah, I don't know how people are doing woe in these flags. Maybe found a good character for it. I didn't check the Dactyl Nest because, you know, I figured I don't need to do woe. You know, I'm gonna get one go mode or the other without it. So, you know, why bother when I've already got the party I want? Even if I'd, you know, gone Lavos route, I think we would have been fine with this party. You know, the cube toss, the blaze kick, even potentially the fire whirl. Great Water 2 is awesome though. You know, the glacier, that has a very high ceiling on it, of course. So I think I'm contemplating running something. I'm gonna take like 2 minutes to take a quick break. I'm gonna see if I want to run something else. I'm leaning towards yes, but we'll see. If anybody has suggestions, it's definitely gonna be Chrono Trigger related. Well. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, you know, you start with a 10 MP Ice 2, you just grind. you've got, you know, such good dual text on your first 3 characters. Just go. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. What's up, pups? Yeah. Pups. Oh, no, don't get up. Don't get. You're okay. You're perfect. You stay there. What are they saying about me? Oh, nothing. Okay. My viewership went up. Hello. I guess I have to run something now. Um, let's see. I'm gonna do my usual. Rando Dalton Imperial got a seed of the week up right now. It's it doesn't have like crazy settings or anything. I've already run it. It's open for anybody that wants to play. I'm just gonna do like the same settings in a different seed. If I can get this set up, just a sec. You know, happy to help people learn the randomizer for sure. Oopsie. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button again. There we go. This should be correct. I'm gonna switch my layout. Wrong layout. One sec. Silly. My emo tracker has gone off screen. What can I do about this? Sorry. Technical issues, completely caused by my own incompetence. Tracker connecting, layout switching. Why does my tracker look like this? What have I done? Oh, I know what I've done. There we go. We're set. Let's see what kind of information we can get. So Epoch Boss, Factory, Sunken Desert, Charge Moonstone, Cathedral, Magus Castle, King Trials, Eden Bridge. It's certainly a combination of things. So we're looking at, like, you know, what our little preview texts are, see what they cost. Cyclone 8, Slurp Cut 17. Look at the Airstone boss, potential charms in some locations. Airstone is Slash. I know it's Slash because Super Slash is a mini boss. I'm gonna try to link my stream while I have a chance. We're gonna see Frog's last tech here. It's almost certainly Slurp Cut, looking at the cost. I've got it set up to be in cost order, more or less. Yeah, definitely Slurp Cut. So we'll see what Ice Sword rolled for us. We'll see what Factory Boss is. Is Nizbel. Good information to have when deciding what you want to do. Then yeah, we'll see what Slurp Cut rolled. Or Ice Sword, not Slurp Cut. Why did I say that? Eight and 8, okay. So we'll get into this. Everybody's gone. Okay, perfect. I didn't want to see them anyway. So I'm just going to double check my objectives. Epoch Boss, Factory, Sunken Desert, Moonstone. Cathedral, Magus Castle, King Trial. Okay. Looks correct. Let's go. Robo start. Game. So we'll see if maybe we can get to Factory early. See if we can get Luca, do Desert. I wonder who's still here. They're the real ones. Where did I put my phone? Oh, here it is. Siren. Just like last seed. Just getting sirens everywhere. Mega? What are my techs? Robo Tackle, of course, is 20. Why wouldn't it be? Not bad at all. Maybe I can sell this crap, get something online immediately. Nothing really good there. I don't know about it. Looking for like a robo weapon. What have we got? Nothing really. Consumables 10. Oh crap. Oops. I didn't mean to buy 11 of those. Bike key for sale is really interesting. I could do factory if I had 65,000 gold. I don't know if I want to do that, but it's certainly an option. I'm going to sell my hammer arm. I don't want it. Did I sell the hammer arm? That was a lot of money. By like 4 revives. A stone arm is barely better than what I've got, so maybe I won't do that. So we know Atropos is going to be at Genodome, so I don't need to hunt mini bosses in these settings. Gate key will give me Luca right away, so I could do desert in theory if I get to it. What is she got a good fire too? No. Double tap, flame toss, flare. So looking for a weapon on her mostly. Have I seen a Mega Blast is okay. I may sell the Mega, just credit for a Mega Blast. Yeah, we'll put that on. We could definitely use the attack damage at this point. We don't really have any. Let's just go ahead and check Hecarim. We're already here. Get some speed and magic tabs. I'm sure we're gonna need them anyway. See what's on offer here. We're not gonna have the money to buy anything from the Medina shop, but you know, maybe we will now. But it's good to see what's there. There's often some kind of banger. The Angel Tiara. Can I make the money for that? Not yet. That is incredible though. I'll buy 10 full tonics for now. I'm gonna do some looting. I'm gonna get that. If I have to sell a speed tab for it, so be it. Because you know, a haste plus protect all is a terrible thing to waste. I don't want to not have that. I wish I could sell Chrono Tech levels if I didn't want them. That's an ape. I'm gonna save first. So everything's coming up girls this seed as well. Angel Tiara is a female exclusive, but it's so good. Get the crit on this guy. Perfect. Perfect. Like we planned it. Yeah, a bunch of crap here, but let's buy that Angel Tiara. Why not? We're off to a silly start here today. So looking at the objectives, I can go straight to the cathedral. So I'll probably do that. If I get 4 characters, we can get to end of time, which we're probably going to want to do. There's a bike key for sale somewhere, the fair maybe. So I'm going to want to do some looting, get the bike key, go to Protodome so I can do factory. That would put me at well, I guess I don't need that dash ring. I don't need the bike key to get to Protodome if I can get 4 characters and go through end of time instead. So maybe I won't buy the bike key. Johnny Race, not an objective. If I get the race log, I might consider it. I'll just fight these, whatever. I shouldn't have done this, but whatever. Did I buy shelters? I have no idea. I didn't even check what boss was here, but at this low of a level, I'm not super worried about it. Game says scaling level 3. I'm not sure why. I guess characters count for scaling again. I'm not sure. Or starters, I should say. I would think it would be 2 right now, but maybe not. Let's just YOLO it. We'll see what happens. Definitely didn't buy shelters. Northgate Magus. So, somebody heal this Luca. Hold on a sec. I got dogs barking. Oops. Okay, I think we're back. We'll see how much damage this does. Okay, I think we're safe. I want to see how much my fire does also. Oh, that's maybe gonna hurt a little bit. Got 176 left. I think we're okay. Robo has no damage to speak of, so just gonna auto with Luca probably. Oh yeah, that was more than enough. Yeah. So as far as like a third objective, what can I do to get one? It's not clear to me just yet. I want a third objective to get my flight. Just see what the game gives us. So that Xenon Bridge, that would be a third objective if we do it. So let's try to find shelters real quick. How much money we got? Let's buy 16 shelters. That was easy. So I want to see what the jerky trade is. You know, the bridge in these settings, I made it a key item check, but it's blind. Whereas this is a peak. So ruby knife, very potentially Ocean Palace access for flight, if we can get the door open somehow. However, I shouldn't need that. I think I've got what I need. I don't think I'm gonna worry about the siren so much. Megas for sale here is huge. Buy some mid tonics. I'm gonna have to remember that one. But yeah, I can get 3 objectives here. Yeah, I'll take a seed, sure. If I just get 4 characters. So that's kind of where my head's at right now. Find 4 characters. There's potentially 2 at the cathedral. There might be 1 at the prison as kind of a fail-safe. If I have 4 characters, I should be able to get flight. 4 characters would get me, end of time, which I could use to backdoor the factory. That's 1 objective, plus cathedral, plus bridge. I've decided bridge is an acceptable use of my jerky. If I get flight without the ruby knife from the jerky trade, that's actually pretty good. Did I get the tab from that shop? I don't know. What is it I'm looking for? I don't know either. Elixir is a good find. So I'm still kind of in the early stages of planning. So Masamune would get us Magus. The only logical thing he really does is give us some Ocean Palace access if we wanted to do that. I don't think we're doing that this run, so recruiting him, not a high priority. If he rolls like a good fire too, it would still be something we'd want. Crisis MP is a very strong effect. However, just because you can't put power tabs on Luca to increase her power, it's not really as good as you want it to be. So, while it is tempting, I don't think I'm gonna go for that gun. I'm gonna lobby for, plus hit to be put on power tabs, for the rest of my life probably. I really want it to happen. It would open up, some strategies such as that one to be a little more viable. I think I did see a hit ring for sale, which would triple the damage of that weapon probably. But I don't know, something to think about later when I get my my 20 NP double tap online. Why are you barking? Anyway, yeah, knocking out an objective, getting a key item. Is Hypno Wave gonna kill these? I don't know. It might. It does, cool. Look at that. New tech acquired. So my rationale there was, they're gonna counterattack if I hit them with an AoE. I guess that counts. That's pretty cool. So that saved some trouble. So that's 3 characters. The Fair was a character. We got Frog. So Magus's castle to get to 12,000. If we get the Masamune, we can do that pretty quick. Magus has a shortcut through his castle. It's the only other thing he does. Why did he go left? What a butthead. I saw a Brave Sword in one of the shops. I didn't see what it was. I want to say it was Melchior shop or Medina shop, possibly. I'm sure when I'm done looting this place, I'll have enough money for it. So I got Robo Tackle, I've got Uzi Punch. Nothing really synergizes that well with Frog. Red Pin, Blade Toss is gonna be good. I guess 2 times Robo Tackle is nothing to sneeze at. I'm fine with this party. We've got a good Leap Slash, good Slurp Cut, very physical Frog. So the Brave Sword is definitely something we want to explore. If I can figure out where I saw it. It's a problem for later. Right now we're doing Cathedral. We're probably going to do Bridge not long after that. So we're gonna fight Naga Etz and Green Imps here, I think. No, I was completely wrong. I've never been more wrong in my life. It's the other 2 enemies. Does Frog have an AoE? I wonder. He does. Look at that. What a lucky pickup. He's my lucky Frog. Almost did enough damage to kill things. Like 1 HP off. Quite literally. Luca is so fast. Why did... He might have a 4 times crit on his weapon there. That was really strong. Let me investigate. Oh, Crisis MP, okay. We'll keep that. Maybe I don't care about the Brave Sword anymore. Found a new toy to play with. I still want to see what it has, but Crisis MP is a very good effect. You know, especially if we're gonna be doing like red pins, if we're gonna be doing blade tosses in the end game. You know, maybe I want to get a bunch of power tabs and throw them on Frog. I could see that being very good. I'm never gonna heal his MP again. The nice thing about Crisis weapons is, like, aside from crit rate, no matter what weapon it rolls on, it's gonna have 0 power, so you don't need a good weapon for a Crisis effect. You just need the Crisis effect. R series is kind of interesting in the early game. Though those that know me know I always advocate for, you know, buff R series, buff Dragon Tank, buff Mud Imp. I stand by it. I don't know if they're going to be much of a threat here today. I did not mean to do that. Oops. But, you know, having to engage with a boss's mechanics, I think, is a good thing. I'm barely going to have to do that here today, but they're probably at least going to do some damage to me. I should probably heal Luca or something. You know, they've got a nasty counterattack. They've got a lot of other interesting things they do. If you would just let them do it. Double V-Bomb is not going to hit those 2. So if 2 of these die, they're going to start doing a nasty group-wide counterattack. If you AoE when they're countering, you're going to die probably. I'm going to try not to do that. I'm just going to kill them the conventional way. If you fight them solo, they counterattack with laser beams. If there's just 1 left, he'll counterattack with area bomb, which actually does some decent damage. Their attacks also do pretty good damage, just the regular ones. They got a lot of cool stuff they do, which you would never know if you just one-hit them 100% of the time. You know, they can still be a free boss if your AoE is that good, but I think there is some merit to actually having to fight them sometimes. We barely had to fight them here today, though. Everybody's gone. I don't know why everybody's so mean. Why they gotta be that way? Prism specs. Okay. Sure. Speed belt. Sure. So here's kind of the big gamble here. Did we get a fourth character? That's gonna kind of determine where we go from here. We did not. Okay. You can tell because there's no sound. Let's give her the armor. Well, we gotta give something to Robo. So, if we can't get the fourth character, maybe go to Aristome, do the double check. I think that'd be a good use of my check time. Still want to see what's at the Aristome, or what the Brave Sword has. Sorry, I wires crossed. I'm gonna loot the cathedral first. It does, take some time compared to just clearing it, but well worth it, more than likely, if we do end up getting like the good frog weapon. Oh my gosh, oops. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to fight these, not with no MP for water too. Did I get that power tab already? I must have. Oops. So let's loot this. Let's do the bridge. After the bridge, reset to 1000. See if I can find that Brave Sword again. See what it does. I'm inclined. That was a nice tech level increase. I'm inclined to just roll out with the Bronze Edge. I think that'll be an interesting party composition. See if we can do some maneuvers with that. We've certainly got the potential for it. If we find Ayla and a Silver Rock, we could do a lot of damage with a Crisis Spin Strike. I'm gonna go anywhere a power tab exists, I think is my plan. Another frog tech level. I appreciate this. That much closer to Leap Slash. White vest, full ether. Nothing crazy, but we'll take it. What level are we? Let me get the bromide first. We're 16. We'll do some fights on the way in. It'll probably be okay. The nice thing with this is we can actually walk out, shelter, save, and go back in, I think. I don't think it resets the encounters. So, bridge historically in this randomizer has never been a check, really. I'm already intrigued. 99% of the time, the answer was just do the jerky trade. Unless you got an objective on the bridge. It served no real purpose. So I want to see what happens here. Pretty good chunk of experience. Hoping to get like a good spread of MP costs on Frog so I can set up my crisis more easily. Which, speaking of, what are we at? Frog is at 31. So I'll do a heal. He'll be at 29. A little bit of a chip healing for the boss, even. I should have waited till after the fight was over. I'm gonna go ahead and commit like the one power tab I have to Frog. I'm gonna save. I don't think there's a boss that can kill me, but just in case. In terms of magic tabs, if I keep Luca, she's definitely the target for them today. So yeah, you can uncommit from this if you so desire. But we're gonna commit. As far as I know, that's how the vanilla works. You just walk out. You're not like locked into a conveyor belt. We got Mega Mutant. You can tell from the colors. I promise you can tell from the colors. I'm glad that didn't hit Frog. That's a lot of damage. Not so much on Robo there. Luca's got a pretty good weapon. We've got physical Luca, so bomb is going to be weapon damage based. It may take a few turns to take this boss out, but it shouldn't be too bad. Frog is awake. Perfect. So this may basically wrap this up at this point. We've got good weapons. We've got good damage. We're still, relatively low level, so no biggie. So we'll see what this gives us. Obviously, it's an objective. We're still looking for a fourth character. Maybe this is an item that gets us one. I cannot say for sure. Nice chunk of levels. A couple of techs online. We got Rainbow Shell, so we can't do anything with that just yet. It's not lighting up. There it goes. I'm going to go back to the castle, turn this in. If nothing else, we'll see who's at the prison, if anybody. If there's nobody at the prison, we're going to have to do more exploring. And that's okay. The basement will get us 6 chests. At least one of those is guaranteed to have a good item in these settings, so we're gonna see what that gives us. Of course, we've got House Warp. I'm not gonna heal, so I stay on the 29 MP Frog forever if I can help it. Get this power tab if I haven't already. I don't think I have. So we're gonna go check the castle out. If that ends up being a bust, I'm going straight to Eris Dome for the double check. Always on the lookout for like good enemies for charms, good enemies for farming. We've got Ayla, so Spin Strike is a very real possibility here. I'm gonna put Frog at the front of the party because realistically, he's probably gonna be my best damage dealer for the prison. Chests are shuffled. Anything can be anywhere. That's why I'm kind of overlooting. You know, I haven't quite found like my best in slot equipment yet, so you know, it could happen anytime. You know, if you find just a complete banger of a weapon or something in a chest, it's a huge boon to your you know, boss kill times. Prison Break is a 2-character check. It's your party leader plus whatever character breaks them out. If there's no character there, it'll be Luca. So you'll need Luca to even do the check. But if there is a recruit there, you don't need her. You can just go straight in. So Ayla rescues Frog. I think Frog has a good water, yeah. So realistically, we shouldn't get like soft locked by the boss, but we're gonna check what it is. Okay, so we can't actually check because I've started the King's Trial. I'm gonna make a note of that. That's something that should probably be addressed. You don't have to bark, bub. It's okay. Tech level for Ayla. Which is nice. I think I got a couple of those already. So because Frog's tech level is already like 4, she might come in with like 6, 7 techs. Who knows? We'll see. That would be nice. Who does have the most techs? Robo. I'm not sending Robo in. He doesn't have any damage. Prism Helm. Yakra Key. So that could be a character as well. I'm gonna take the Angel Tiara off. Give Frog the Prism Helm. Let's let Ayla have the haste just in case we might need it. So, you know, having these characters, having a good leap slash with a Crisis MP weapon, knowing where power tabs are, I'm feeling the Spin Strike Seed. So I'm gonna plan my party with that in mind. Definitely getting the Ayla. Luca, I think, is just gonna be left in the dustbin, unfortunately. I would have loved to have made her work, but I just don't think we have what it takes for that. So I'm gonna wait out the execution just because it's a little bit quicker. I'm not super worried about the chests. I might come to regret that later, but realistically, I'm not gonna need 8 specific chests. Hopefully. We've already got Vigil Hat, we've already got 1 Prism Helm, we've got Prism Specs as well. If we find Masamune, we can get an amulet. What have we got? Tailspin, pretty vanilla. Rock Throw. I mean, it's a good Beast Toss in the situations where we use Beast Toss, but I don't think we're gonna run into many of those. But cheap enough Tailspin that I think safely do a couple spin strikes to kill any boss. Most any boss. These guys have a funny death animation. They are ready for death. So now I can get to End of Time. I can get to the factory. I hate these birds. Oh no. We're locked in epic combat. I don't want to use water. Don't turn red. Please don't turn red. That's all I ask. Thank you. This spin strike is going to be so good. Unbelievably good. If I find silver rock, I'm going to have to prioritize rock checks for sure. Hopefully it's not in Black Omen. I could do Giant's Claw, I could do Denadoro, I could do eventually Zeal, I'm not sure when. What's the other one? Giant's Claw, Denadoro, Zeal. Blanking. Why am I blanking? I don't know. It's something. There's definitely a something somewhere. Tank Head takes extra damage from physical, so just use physical. You know, I often say buff dragon. You know the bit. I like bosses that have mechanics. I don't like bosses that die in 2 hits. We do enough damage that it's gonna die pretty quick anyway, but you know, we still have to engage with the boss and know what it does, which I like. So energy is stored in the wheels. That means it's about to do the wheel attack. The wheel attack is pretty painful. We do have 2 pretty good physical characters, so it shouldn't be too bad. We want to get the wheel down, the wheels down. We want to get the body down. The body will counterattack with the laser. Hurts a little bit. You know, if our damage wasn't so good, this would have been a little bit scarier. You know, if the wheel attack had gone off or something. Where are those other rocks? One's in Black Omen. One's Giant's Claw. One's Denadoro. One's Prehistory. One's Zeal. Did I say everything? I hope I said everything. So, you know, just knowing that I am gonna go for Spin Strike, I'm gonna prioritize that stuff. It's not like the, you know, probably the best logical path through the seed, but it's the one that makes sense to me for my my Lavos strategy, which is you know, an important factor in your end game. So Luca, get out of here. We're keeping Robo. We'll see what laser spin costs. It's fine. It's not that bad. Angel Tiara for you. Safe Helm for you. Prism Helm for Robo. So let's give Vigil Hat to Frog. So we've got full status immunity, which is huge. We love to see that. I guess this setup is fine. Do I shelter? We're still on the 29, so maybe not. Yellow has no MP. So I think my first stop should be Giant's Claw. We got a setting called Boats of Time. The boat by default will take you to, you know, any significant settlement. So we can go here. Then with the gate key, you can go to you know, the different locations in 600 as well. We'll see what the shops got. Shops, you know, they're often worth it. This one was not. We'll turn this in. I'm sure it's nothing worth the time, but you never know. What did I say? Yakraki was at the rainbow shell check. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is because I have gate key, I can do Giant's Claw without flight. It's not a vanilla behavior, but it's one that we find interesting enough to turn on. You know, less seeds where you have to go through the Blackbird, I think is probably a good thing. I love the Blackbird. It's an awesome dungeon. A lot of cool stuff you can do there, but you know, having to go through the same dungeon every single seed is kind of not in the spirit of an open world randomizer, I think. So, you know, you've got items like Jets of Time where you can circumvent that. Sometimes you don't even need flight in the first place, which is cool. Anyway, the reason I'm going to Giant's Claw, you know, I've more or less got a logical path to Lavos. What I want to do now is build a viable party for it. That 777 Valkyrie is actually really good. I don't have Marl though. I'm not even going to think about it. So I really want to do Spin Strike because in these settings I've set it up to where rocks are in rock spots. I know, you know, where all 5 rocks are. I just don't know which one's where. Giant's Claw is one of those spots. It also has 3 power tabs, which I've also made the tabs vanilla. So these settings were, you know, they're Jets of Time-esque in that, like, you know where your tabs and rocks are. You can kind of plan your route around things like that. Which is, you know, not how... Oh, Silver Rock. There we go. I just gotta get Leap Slash now. And there are 2 rebels here. So yeah, you know, you can kind of commit to a little bit more easily. You know, especially if you're someone like me that really likes rock plays, really likes, you know, getting a bunch of, you know, whatever tab works for your strategy. I think there is some merit to that style of loot distribution. You know, it doesn't always have to be that way every seed, but you know, for seeds where it's on, it's perfectly valid. So yeah, I've confirmed my Spin Strike. It's going to happen. If I can kill these rebels, it's going to happen right now. It's a big if, though. Ayla can hit them. She's got haste. It should be okay. Did I get TP doubling there? I guess my scaling's high enough that maybe just gave me enough tech points. I don't need to fight this one. I'll fight it, whatever. So I think from here I'm gonna get, you know, access to Lavos logically. Any way I can make it happen, whatever it takes. And I'm gonna prioritize finding like power tabs. Probably get Robo Ribbon as well. Might not do all of Genodome if I don't have to, but the ribbon is gonna be really, really important for survival and the speed at which we can throw Spin Strikes. Try really hard to keep Frog's MP on a 9 because it's a Crisis MP weapon, which is, you know, the same thing as Crisis but with your MP value. So you manipulate it more with like techs and such. I didn't put the Silver Rock on, did I? I'm gonna reset. I hope I saved. This would be a good place to try it out. Give it to Ayla. She's not attacking anyway. And the hit plus 10 would have been really good for the rocks. Oops. Oopsie. Sorry. I can get to a higher 9. Perfect. Cool. So my My MP ends in a 9 at max. I should have just sheltered. But it's Golem Boss. Who cares? So we're going to demonstrate, you know, the damage variance. I should have. Do I not have leaps? Maybe I need to do a fight to learn it. I don't know. We should have it. I'm disappointed. I want to write a strongly worded letter to the game. I don't have triple kick either. Huh. Whatever. Leap slash. Let's do some damage. I love doing damage. So 2 14 MP leap slashes. The second one's not going to hit very hard, but a mid-ether will take me right back up to 59. So, on average, doing 2,400 damage per leap slash, give or take. Is right. Don't check my math on that. I don't stand by it. Somewhere in there. Maybe I learned Spin Strike off this. I don't know. I thought I would have it by now. Did I forget to equip this? No? Now I've got it. Okay, whatever. My MP still ends in a 9, so we're going to shelter. I'm going to take this opportunity. So how do we get to Lavos from here? We do factory. We don't have 12... Hold on.